This is Justin from GeneralsJoes.com, and I'm here doing another unboxing slash video review of a Masterpiece Transformer, this time MP-28 Hot Rodimus. Doing things a little bit differently this time. I'm going to break this up into 3 separate videos. Been doing some checks on some views of recent video reviews and seeing that on average people watch about 5 to 7 minutes of the review, and mine have been trending way too long. So I'm going to try to chop this up a little bit, and maybe it'll prove to be more useful to folks. But we're going to take a look at MP-28 Hot Rodimus, obviously based on the Generation 1 Hot Rod figure from back in the 80s. By all rights, Hot Rod should have been a fan favorite for pretty much everybody. He had a really badass car mold. Pretty cool looking robot back in the day. He was he was obviously one of the focus of the 86 Transformers movie. So he should have been really cool, but then he had to go and get Optimus Prime killed and then grow up to be Rodimus Prime, a shell of the former Prime self. So Hot Rod in general was not one of my favorites after all was said and done. Still, I had Ironhide sitting in my private warehouse from Hobby Link Japan, and I said, I really want to get my hands on him. Hot Rodimus was coming up for pre-order, so I said, what the hell, I'll buy him and ship them both so I can get Ironhide a little bit sooner. And that's what I did, and I'm going to go through this video and kind of see whether that was the right choice to make or the wrong choice. In the first part of this video, we're going to focus on the box and his car mode primarily. You can see the box, you can see his MP-28 designation, Hot Rodimus, on the side there. On the back, we got the typical Takara photo shoots, which is great. You got the laser pistol there, you got a view of his goggles there. I'll show you that in a separate video. Got the little hidden compartment under his hood where you can put a copy of the Matrix, which is very cool. The little buzzsaw attachment that goes on his left hand is awesome. I love those little animation cues. Sitting up next to Ultra Magnus, which is extremely cool. It's making me really feed to get myself an Ultra Magnus. I actually don't have one yet. I'm contemplating picking one up only to display him next to Hot Rod. Of course, you got the fishing pole and Hot Rod sitting there with that fishing pole, like that scene from the '86 movie, which is pretty cool. And then a little run through of the accessories that are in the box. I'm going to be going through this in a little bit more detail. As we go through, I'm breaking this up probably into 3 videos. The first one will be the box and his car mode and a look at the accessories, and then we'll go to the transformation process, and then video number 3 will be his robot mode. And we'll just see how that works out, and if people like it, great. If they don't, well, they're not watching these anyway, so what's the big deal? So we'll pull this out of the box. There he is, all decked out in his plastic case. Got his little trading card, which is pretty awesome. I didn't realize how powerful he was even before he became Rodimus Prime. He's got like all 10s and 9s with 1 7 in there. I don't know what that 7 is for. That 7 is for being a dick and getting Optimus Prime killed, I'd say. Then we have random Japanese sheet of paper and the instructions to help us with the transformation process, which I will be using quite heavily. Thank you very much. Break this bad boy out of his plastic. The first thing I noticed is the car is very sleek. It looks really nice. But before we do that, we're going to look at all the different accessories. We've got this little buzzsaw attachment, which spins and slices up Sharkticons just like that. We've got his great dual laser pistols. I absolutely love characters that come with 2 weapons. Don't ask me why. I'm just a little funny that way. 2 pistols especially. I guess I'm a John Woo fan. Then we've got his fishing pole. No Autobot is complete without his 2-scale fishing pole. I'm going to set aside the plastic and then take a look at the car. One thing you'll notice is how kind of sleek and aerodynamic this car is. It looks really beautiful. It's got this flame decker with the Autobot symbol, the nice raised chrome engine, chrome exhaust vents, and of course the little yellow tail on the back here with the two orange thrusters. Same thing on the left side, very low profile, chrome exhaust pipes, great colors, really low to the ground wheels. I really, really love this flame deco on the front. Very vintage inspired. It's kind of what the bottom looks like. Obviously, it's a robot underneath, but you know, it's very well concealed from the top, which is cool. And the car mode is just, it's excellent. It's very compact, very accurate to his Generation 1 model. Tough to really pick apart the car mode at all. It's really fantastic, especially for somebody like me who isn't really crazy about hot rod in general. I can't help but be impressed with what I'm seeing here. And there's some cool little Easter eggs, as there always are with these Takara vehicles. You can see this handle. That's just like the handle he uses to hold it in robot mode. You flip that down, it makes this little smaller handle. You can stick it in his roof. Same thing here. Stick it in his roof. Like that. Then you can have kind of dual weapons in car mode too, which is pretty great. I like that little touch. His engine also, I believe, yep, his engine flips up too. If you want to, you can stick a gun in his engine. So really, even in car mode, he's got a ton of firepower. So right off the bat, Hot Rod is really impressing me. Hot Rodimus. I'm going to call him Hot Rod out throughout this video. I'm warning you right now. But right off the bat, he is very impressive. I'm really, really happy so far with car mode. We'll see what transformation is like. Transformation can be hit or miss for me, because I think, as anybody who's watched these videos knows, I'm really terrible at transforming these things. So if the transformation is easy, I'll be happy. If it's not, I'll be disappointed. But we will see that in video number 2. For now, his car mode gets a big thumbs up. And of course, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and consider subscribing. I'll be doing more of these videos in the future. Like my video if you're a Transformers fan and you see something you don't like, see something the way I'm doing this that is not what you're used to, let me know that in the comments. Meanwhile, stay tuned for part 2.